Now, chairing today's conference is a man who is a consultant on digital transformation. He is the former head of Stanbic Bank Limited engineering team, and he oversaw the digital strategy of the bank and had responsibilities that spanned partnerships and technology, among others. Prior to this, he served as the head of sales and distribution of MTN Ghana. That is a big position. Yes, he's led the process of creating today's mobile money ecosystem and the growing usage of marginal levels of pervasive levels that are evident today. He has worked across management, consulting, manufacturing, and academia. Our chair for today holds a BSc in chemical engineering and also an MBA. He is married and he has 2 daughters. Please help me welcome to the podium our chair, Mr. Eric. Please, engineer Eric. Yes, let's give it up for him. Let's give it up for him even as he comes. Our chair is going to open the function officially for us, and right after that, we'll delve into the details of today's conference. Please, he is not here. I think he can do better. I think he can do better. You're very welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to welcome people to the Ghana Institution of Engineers, since I myself was welcomed only now 6 years ago. And I've taken the liberty before the event to at least talk to a few people to identify what interest groups are here. As usual, I will complain after to my good friend, Mr. Atu Roberts, and say the power people are always dominating the electrical work stream, and we want more and more to talk about software engineering, we want to talk about artificial intelligence, we want to talk about IT. Well, I've looked at the brochures that have been shared and the links to the various infrastructure of SIEMON and VHF. I am fascinated like everybody else. When I was a chief information officer, this was my daily bread. And it's a role that I think you know how they ask people, what do you do? I'm a lawyer. What do you do? I'm a doctor. I feel like since the age of about 29, it has been, what do you do? I'm a CIO. Because in those days, in the 90s, we were lucky. I look at young people today and I say, well, it takes a bit longer. But in the 90s, you could become a CIO very quickly. There were not enough people to build the IT departments. And as we've journeyed, we've tracked and are happy to see this level of data center infrastructure, networking infrastructure being put up for our consumption in these parts. Artificial intelligence, as you know, is old in itself because it starts with spectral mathematics at the turn of the 19th century. So for those of you who love mathematics, if you have a billion by billion simultaneous equations and you have to solve them, you know that the matrices that will result, you need to be a strong person to be able to take care of that. But that type of stabilization happened in the mathematical innovation of the turn of the century. Recently, I think 2 years ago, when the Nobel Prize was issued to Jeffery Handel, the citation contained the history of artificial intelligence. And you would see that they started from the 1940s, the work of Turing. And then they moved on to the 1950s, a landmark seminal article on perceptrons. And beyond that, they started to identify how recursive neural networks were formulated and how convoluted were formulated. And of course, transformers have brought us what we see today, and in GPT-5 and what is going on in BERT and all the auto-encoding and many things that are happening today. We are hoping to be able to deliver vision and audio and all the permutations of the sensory nature of humanity. But intelligence itself is something that I leave for the younger people to reflect on, because biomimicry is what we are seeing that we are building a lot of technology that can do things similar to life. But intelligence, I offer a bit of a higher framework when we are talking about, sentient, conscious type of dimension. So enough of that. I only went into that because I'm looking at the faces of the young people, and I'm trying to make the case to the head of the work stream that people also want to reflect on AI and all the other stuff. So from time to time, we'll deviate from power a bit. Thank you very much for inviting me to look at this. I was waiting for the running order so that I can invite the first speaker. I have a list of speakers, but I would need some guidance from you, Mr. Handel, on who goes first. You come, okay. So welcome again to Roman Ridge, to the GHIA, and we invite Mr. Handel to take us through the